Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life, and if you happen to be new here, an extra special welcome to you. I share grocery hauls, mainly once a month grocery hauls, but we have been grocery shopping in between that. Well, just because life is different when there's only 6 at home versus 9, and it's just different. So I haven't been doing true once a month. We are just about 10 days. Our priest reminded us this morning we are just 10 days away from Christmas. We have some baking planned. I'm going to be getting together with my daughters, my daughter-in-law, my grandkids, a couple of my boys, and we are going to be having a baking day. It's not going to be a marathon, I'll tell you that, just because there's going to be a lot of kids, and you know, that kind of, it's just, that's what it's going to be. So, but we are going to do some baking. So I do have a bunch of groceries for that. I went to Aldi today, and then I went to Walmart today, and I spent like $460 some at Aldi and another $70 at Walmart, and it is just crazy. Well, I just noticed that there were a lot of high prices. Okay, let's see what I bought. This also carries us into Christmas. So some of the things that we're going to be having for our Christmas Eve, like heavy hors d'oeuvres is what we like to do. Depending on Christmas Day, how that all works out, if I do like a ham and something like that, I have some groceries to do some do food for that as well. Yesterday, how many of us? 4 out of the 6 of us were hostage in the car on a longer drive, and so I said, hey everybody, give me some ideas for lunches and suppers, and so we do have some ideas. One of the things that was requested were Egg McMuffins, so I picked up some ham in case we use ham for the Egg McMuffins. I do think that some of my family would prefer ham and some would prefer bacon, so we'll see what I decide to do there, but there's some ham for that. Joe had requested frozen pizza for a lunch one day, so there's that. I did pick up some hash browns because this is just always a staple in the morning. Sometimes the kids, I don't know, a lot of times they just simply want cereal. And I mean, if we have cereal, I don't fight it, whatever, have some cereal. But don't come begging for food in an hour because it didn't stick with you, right? But anyway, sometimes they do like to do the hash browns. And especially like Maria has gotten into that, and she'll ask around, who wants a hash brown? And then she'll make a hash brown for whoever wants one. Joe also requested lunch meat sandwiches one day, so I picked up some of the rotisserie chicken and roast beef. Obviously, this is way more than we need for one lunch, so that'll be nice to kind of carry us into the next week as well. And then for Christmas Eve, I would like to do some meatballs in the crock pot. Also, Christmas Eve, I'm going to be doing a artichoke dip, a hot artichoke dip. So I did pick up this, that direction, Parmigiano Reggiano mixed cheese and also some Parmesan cheese. The kids have been doing the smoothies, and I did not realize that they had this. This is like that brand that they had been getting at Pick and Save, Walmart, wherever, but it's the honey vanilla yogurt, Greek yogurt. So Maria found that at Aldi, and so we picked it up there. I don't know the price, though, because I wasn't over there. She went looking on her own. Another meal that was requested for a supper is to do some hamburgers on the Blackstone. So I picked up some of this smoked cheddar cheese, as well as Colby Jack cheese to make cheeseburgers. Cottage cheese because lasagna was requested, and I'm not a huge fan of the ricotta cheese. You know, like some people will make their lasagna where they take the ricotta and the eggs and the mozzarella and they kind of mix it all together and kind of smooth that over the meat. I'm just not a fan of that so much. So anyway, cottage cheese for my lasagna recipe. Cheese was $1.85 for a half pound here, so I picked up some mozzarella, Colby Jack, pepper jack, and Monterey Jack. Butter was $3.49. I've been just picking up a couple every time I go into a store, so I've got a couple of those. We did get 6 gallons of milk, and I'm happy to report all 6 gallons actually made it to the refrigerator. I know someone had just left a comment saying, why don't you have a crate in the back of your car so you can put the milk in? And we do have a crate. It's a super heavy duty crate. It only fits 4 gallons of milk though, and we always get 6 at a time. We didn't lose the milk last time because I opened up the back and milk fell out. We lost it because between transferring over the refrigerator door in the garage, Peter and I were transferring the milk, and I think I went to grab a milk. He thought I was grabbing the other one from his hand because he had like two like this. And anyway, one got dropped. And another one, actually two got dropped. And one split. We lost about 1/4 of a gallon of milk, something like that. And the other one just got dented and then eventually split in the refrigerator and was a little bit of a mess. So anyway, we do have a crate, but I probably should get another one. That would be very helpful. Black olives. Everybody's been asking for black olives. And I am kind of thinking one of the things to do for Christmas Eve, unless one of my kids says that they're going to bring something like this, is the fancy term is a charcuterie board. We never used that term growing up. It was basically just called a cheese and cracker tray, and then if you were really fancy, you might put some black olives or green olives on the tray. You might put some baby carrots if you were really getting fancy, and then maybe even some little pickles. So anyway, I was kind of thinking of doing something like that. Cherry pie filling. This is for Christmas morning when I make, what do I make? I make that big wreath, that like crescent roll wreath. So delicious. We always look forward to that. Some more beef bouillon cubes. Joe requested potato chip dip, and so I used beef bouillon cubes for that. And I couldn't remember if I had some at home or not. They really don't go bad. I mean, this says 2026, August of 2026, so they can hang around a long, long time. Tomato soup. Of course, Warren requested chili. And then I've just been out of cream of mushroom soup, so I picked up 4 of those. Sam was telling me that his absolute favorite are the mandarin oranges, so I picked up some of those. He ate a lot of those this summer when he was working away from home, and so I was buying them a lot. But now, anyway, picked up some more of those. Crushed pineapple, because I might make that cranberry Waldorf salad, possibly for Christmas or sometime around there, and I need that. Some dark red kidney beans for the chili. Pork and beans, because if Warren makes supper, he always wants to add on a can of pork and beans. Some canned corn, as well as some canned carrots over here. Dirty rice. I couldn't remember if I had it. It wasn't on my list, but it makes such a good, quick, easy lunch. So even though we only made a meal plan for 1 week, I have groceries and ideas of things that we could continue to do for at least another week. So like this would be something that I could make for a lunch, and we could eat on that for 2 days for a lunch. A lot of times I'll make a meal plan. Well, then things do come up and you sometimes have more than what you thought. Sometimes a meal plan lasts a little bit longer than what I'm thinking because you have that accidental out to eat time. Then you also have times where, like, I'm thinking chicken noodle soup, but if I really, all of a sudden I'm excited about making the chicken noodle soup and I decide to make a big double, like a huge pot, we'll have chicken noodle soup for a couple of days. So that kind of extends the meal plan to last a little bit longer. Let's look over here. I did pick up some more heavy cream for my coffee, and I have like literally $1,000 worth of eggs right here, if you've seen the egg prices lately. And our chickens, of course, they're just not laying this time of year. Here is the sauce that I'll be using for the lasagna. Caesar croutons. Maria picked those out because I had bought salad and forgot to buy croutons at Aldi. She's like, can we get some croutons? Of course. Now, I picked up the Pillsbury crescent rolls, and the reason I did that, I've always used and thought that they were fine quality, the Aldi crescent rolls. Well, they have switched them from being in one of these little pop-open tubes to a little like plastic wrapped bag. And actually one of the Aldi employees was there, and I was like, where are the crescent rolls? And then she showed me. I was like, oh, I would have never seen them because they were packaged completely different than like this. She's like, honestly, they're not that good. She said she had tried to make like some sort of apple Danish kind of thing, and she said it didn't even turn out, which she was bummed because she used 2 whole packages. So she's like, more expensive, but I'd recommend the crescent rolls. So I bought them there. I didn't double check the price at Walmart just because Walmart was an absolute zoo. And we were just trying to hurry through. But I know a lot of people have mentioned in the comments, and I have noticed this on some things too, name brand items at Aldi are often more expensive than at the same name brand item at Walmart. So just kind of be watchful of that. Somebody, probably Warren, requested grilled cheese. So I picked up some Italian bread for that. The kids always like to have bagels. These are the English muffins for when we do the breakfast sandwiches. I got 2. I mean, this would be, 1 pack would be enough for us all to have 1, but depending, someone might want 2, so I got 2 of those. I found some sticker items, and by that I mean when they have the red sticker that says $1 off or $2 off. And so I did pick up the bread here and the date. It's actually pretty far out. It's still all the way out to the 20th of December, but I think they marked this because it's broken. There was like a whole bunch of them that were broken. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to put it in the oven, warm it up, and then slice it. Nobody's going to care that it was broken at one point. And then some naan. I do have a leftover packet of, you know, when you buy the gyros in a box. This last time it came with 2 sauce packets and we only used 1, so I still have that sauce packet. And I thought I could possibly maybe make some sort of like little flatbread pizzas with that kind of flavoring. Or I could find a recipe. I know I've found one time before for a like ground beef gyro recipe. I thought that could work out too. If you have a recipe like that, share it with me. I'd love to try that because I'd like to make some homemade gyros, but with just ground meat. Now fruit, I picked up pears and grapefruit. It's that time of year, so excited to have some grapefruit, some dried cranberries. Make sure when you're looking for the dried cranberries that they look shiny. You don't want them to look like they have like little bits of white on them. That means that the sugar has crystallized and they're going to be a little grainy. Red grapes, bananas for their smoothies, oranges because I would really like to make a good big batch of cranberry nut bread. Raspberries were like one of their sale, super sale items this week, so I picked up 2 packs of raspberries. Actually, I was there the other night and picked one up, and we got home and they were gone in about 15 minutes. Strawberries, surprisingly, look beautiful and they smell incredible. All right, let's see what we got for vegetables. Celery for soup, and we still have dip left from Peter's birthday, and I thought I could slice up more vegetables. That always goes over so well. I have a new recipe I'd like to try. It's kind of a viral recipe, I believe. It's for kind of like a crock pot ramen noodle recipe. I don't know what exactly it's called, but you use a bag of classic coleslaw and matchstick or julienne carrots. You don't use the ramen packet seasoning, you just use the noodles. I can't remember what else goes in it, but you put it in the crock pot for a couple of hours. I thought it sounded interesting and I want to try it, so we're going to do that one day. Some Brussels sprouts to roast in the oven. My oven is up and running and I love it and it's working so great. A couple bags of salad mix. When my oven was still out of commission, like the stove and oven, I bought a whole bunch of salad mixes to just kind of use as add-ons to our meals because, you're making meals on, in between the crock pot, the Blackstone, the air fryer, the whatever, the little burner, just whatever. So I bought a whole bunch of salad mixes and we liked most of them. There was one with a real sweet dressing we ended up just throwing away, and those are kind of expensive because you're really paying for all that dressing when everybody just wants ranch anyway. And so I thought it's so much cheaper to just buy the lettuce like this, buy the croutons and some Parmesan cheese or whatever you want to do it like that. Okay, some baby carrots to go with that dip. And then I thought I on my list I had carrots and ended up with baby carrots because I was thinking dip, but I actually wanted some regular carrots for the soup. Anyway, I'll make it work. A couple of sweet potatoes. I got the biggest ones that they had because at Thanksgiving I made this sweet potato casserole. You guys, that is so good. And I forget how good it is. And I was like, I want that again. But I don't think I need like 4 sweet potatoes. This is probably equal to the 4 I had though. I don't know. Anyway, I might make that for Christmas. Just because I liked it so well. I don't think anybody else did though. I mean, lots of people at Thanksgiving did, just nobody that lives in my house. Always need onions. A couple of cucumbers, again, for the dip. Some of these Essen House Amish egg noodles, because I'll be making the chicken noodle soup. I had a request for ramen for lunch. I believe Maria might have requested that one day. Maybe that was Joe. Ramen and sandwiches or something? I don't remember. Wide egg noodles. I got these because they didn't have anything that I wanted at Aldi for the chicken noodle soup. They were like out of everything. You know, sometimes they have some specialty noodles like this at Aldi. They were completely out. And so I picked these up just in case. Walmart was empty, had empty shelves too, but they were stocked. Salt, French fried onions in case I do some green bean casserole at some point again. Because you know what? I didn't get a single serving of it at Thanksgiving. By the time I served up, it was all gone. And I love that. So I might have to make it again. Some baking cocoa. Now I said that we have baking day coming up here actually tomorrow. And so some of these things are for our baking day for the list of things we want to make. A couple of bags of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Maria asked for the hazelnut spread. Well, she asks for Nutella. And then at Aldi she was like, I just grabbed this, Mom, because it was cheaper than... They must have had Nutella there too. Chopped pecans. Oh, let's look at the cereal. Oh, I just know that tonight I'm going to want a bowl of this. Hot Cocoa Life. I mean, could it get any better than that? I hope it's good. I love Life cereal. Hot cocoa, flavored things. Yum, yum. Graham crackers. Of course, Joe will be happy. He also asked for Honey Nut Cheerios for his cereal. Maria asked for the Vitality, basically Special K with strawberries. Originally, I was just going to get this Life, but then when we went to the other special aisle at Aldi, they had that. So I picked that up as well, and then got one box of, what do they call them? Toaster tarts, basically Pop-Tarts. All-purpose flour from Walmart. I like that so well. Picked up a couple bags of white sugar, a couple of powdered sugar, just because I wanted to make sure I had enough. There's a lot of recipes at Christmas time that call for powdered sugar, so I just wanted to make sure I had it. Light brown sugar, some salted cashews, bay leaves. Now, Warren and I went to the Wollersheim Winery in Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin. Super, super fun day. And we got this like little, basically again, like a little charcuterie board, a little sampler platter type thing. And it had, I don't know if I'm supposed to say the CH as a K or a Ch, but I'm just going to say it. Cornichons. Now, I see this says chili on it. I don't know if there were different flavors at Aldi, but anyway, I loved them so much. I was like, I'm going to pick up some of those when I saw those at Aldi. I'd never heard of it before 2 days ago. Yummy, yummy. A little bit spicy, really good. Some granola bars and some fruit strips. And these little pastry crisps. Maria said these are really good if you keep them in the refrigerator. Pita crackers with sea salt, some of these cheese, Asiago and cheddar cheese crisps. These sounded so good, and I thought both of these crackers would be good options to go with the artichoke dip on Christmas Eve. Some roasted, salted pistachios. This is a nice kind of like slow snack to snack on at night because, you know, each nut requires a little work, right? And it's just a nice snack. A couple of three brown gravy packets, jet puffed mini marshmallows. We had to get these at Walmart because they were all out at Aldi. Some full-size marshmallows there. Picked up some of this white chocolate peppermint bark coffee creamer. I thought Sam would probably really like that. Maria asked for orange juice for one of the smoothies she wants to make. And then she was like, oh, we all like these cappuccinos, Mom. And this is like the pure sugar cappuccino ones. So we got one of those. A couple of tubes of Pringles. These chips also here, these Mexican kitchen style tortilla chips are really good with the spinach and artichoke dip as well. A couple bags of chips. One of these will go with that one lunch the day that Joe had requested chips and dip. Warren, he loves these cookies, and I was like, I should get those for him. It is a rainy day. We'll be watching a Packer game sometime tonight. I think they play at 7:20, so that'll be a nice little thing to go along with that. Some garden salsa chips, and then these just sounded good. Never had them before. Jalapeno ranch, but yum yum. All the flavors. Those are all delicious flavors, aren't they? Over here, a few non-food items from Aldi. Aluminum foil, napkins, some paper plates, disinfectant wipes. Their tissues have changed, and they're not that great. I mean, compared to the Puffs Plus with lotion, these used to be really great, and now they're just eh. I was at Aldi, and that's what I picked up. They have changed their night cream. It used to be in this adorable, It felt very, very fancy and high-class glass container, but now it's just in a little plastic container, and it seems like, I wonder if it got smaller too, less, I'm not sure, but I do really, really like their night cream. I tried a couple different ones, like one that was supposed to be like all natural botanicals or something like that from Thrive Market, and it works nice. I like it as a moisturizer. I just don't like the smell. I can't get past the smell when I'm laying in bed at night. It just like smells like it just like smells like greens. Not really good greens. It just smells like greens. I just don't really like it. I went back to the Aldi one that I like so well. And here is a whole bunch of baking stuff. So I did see a recipe for this like snack mix that I'd like to try. It uses bugles and cinnamon sugar and little Heath bits. So I thought try that at some point. Nilla wafers for peanut butter balls. We've got peanut butter, and one of the things that we're going to set the little kids up tomorrow on is dipping pretzel rods into, you know, like the white and the almond bark, and then they can sprinkle them. Here's some sprinkles. Maria picked these out, and then I picked these out. Amber wants to make a recipe for like a double chocolate peppermint chip cookie or something like that. We are going to dip Oreos, which are, we just got the Walmart Oreo, or the Aldi Oreos. We're going to dip Oreos in chocolate and then spray them with this edible dust, this gold edible dust. We had those recently at our homeschool Christmas ball, and the kids were like, those are so good, we have to make them, Mom. Some Andes mints. They were completely out of the broken up ones, and so I thought, well, I'll just get those. I can chop them myself. Some of these miniature Reese's peanut butter cups, and I picked up one of these because also I was kind of thinking little kids as well. We could do like you make the dough and you put it in a little mini muffin tin, and then you unwrap these and push those in. And anyway, those always seem to be a winner. Everybody loves those. Is that everything that I got here? Oh, M&Ms for just making some basic like chocolate chip cookies, but they'll just be M&M cookies. And I think that is it. That is everything here. Like I said, it was like $70 or so at Walmart, which I didn't think was too bad. I actually thought I got quite a few items at Walmart. Yeah, I didn't think that was too bad. Aldi was pretty pricey, but I can't imagine if I had to be getting meat right now. We have so much meat that we've already purchased, like the beef and the pork and the chicken, and then we also have tons and tons of venison right now. So grateful for all of that. If you guys stuck here all the way to the end of this grocery haul, I appreciate you all so much. And tomorrow I will be filming a big Christmas cookie. I don't know, will it be a marathon? It's probably going to feel like a marathon. Be watching out for that video, and I hope to be bringing you some more Christmas content soon. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.